This video is sponsored by PassportBros.org. Passport Bros is a private community of men who are either living outside of the country, dating outside of the country, or interested in learning more on how to do so. The admin only lets in a certain caliber of men in the community, but you can fill out an application at PassportBros.org. Again, that is PassportBros.org. The link is in the description.
The Daily Flash, I'm Mitch English. Passport Bros, Blue Book gentlemen. Those are some of the words mainly used to describe men who are actually leaving the United States in droves to find love globally.
The Passport Bros are a phenomenon in the United States. And of course, they come with their critics, but they also come with the facts. And the facts are, it's hard to get a woman in America to be submissive. Now, this is not to say that you can't find them. All I'm trying to say is that it's quite difficult.
All right, so are Passport Bros changing the dating landscape and leaving modern day American women behind? Joining us now to talk about all of this is licensed clinical social worker and certified sex therapist Deborah Fox. And to get a male perspective, we have Daily Flash staffers James Alexander and Matt Doolittle joining us here on set here. So we'll hear a little about that. By the way, guys, thanks for dressing up. Deborah, let's get back to you, the expert here. What do you think about when you hear these words, Passport Bros or Blue Book gentlemen? What comes to your mind?
Well, it comes to mind that there's some fraught things going on in our relationships these days. And I think that women are asking a lot of men these days. And therefore, men can feel blamed. Blame for what's not going well, for not chipping in enough, for not being emotionally intelligent enough. And also we live in very turbulent times. I think people, men and women, want to make connections. They don't want to feel they're walking alone through this crazy world all by themselves. And so perhaps there's an uptick in, I really want to make these connections. I think going abroad is kind of fraught.
Well, I could tell you this. Just based off of the little bit that she said, I could tell you right now, and she's a sex therapist and whatever else he said, bro, she's being very biased. Because if y'all notice, she's already using buzzwords. Like, what did she just say? Hold on, let me run that back. I gotta remember what she just said.
Some fraught things going on in our relationships these days. And I think that women are asking a lot of men these days. And therefore, men can feel blamed, blame for what's not going well, for not chipping in enough, for not being emotionally intelligent enough. And also
emotionally intelligent enough. That right there lets you know where she's at. The moment I heard those two words, I had to play it back so I can make sure I know what I heard. Yeah, she's being biased. Let's go. Now I can see why he brought the two guys in. We'll see what they had to say.
I want to make these connections.
I think
going abroad is kind of fraught.
And what is it about America that is different maybe than the other countries? Is it something that is just generationally different, or why do they have to leave the United States?
Well, that's a really good question. I can't speak for all countries, so my level of expertise has some limitations. But I do think that in all the things that I just listed, that there's a tendency to think the solution lies outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
And we have very little relationship education in our families and our culture. People think, it just need to meet the right person. That's what the problem is. Okay. Not, how do I connect with another human being? How do we build these bridges? How do we work things out? How do we deal with conflicts?
All right.
And so that tendency says, let's go elsewhere.
Thinking, well.
Translation. How we would say it is, go where you're respected. Go where you're wanted. Not where you're tolerated. That's what Passport Bros are doing. That's what Passport Bros is about. if you didn't have such a biased opinion about it, you might actually take the time to understand that. Let's keep it moving.
Oh, I can't have this pond is pretty much taken up. Let's talk to the guys here. Yeah, I agree. You guys were bobbleheading here, saying yeah, she's hitting a lot of good points. In what manner?
Well, I got back into the dating pool in my mid-30s, right? I don't go to bars as much. I'm in a different work environment where you're not around the same people 8 hours a day, so
Right.
it was a little tougher. I met my current girlfriend on a dating app. So
wow.
I wouldn't have even thought about going that way. And then if you look overseas, they do go out more. They're a little more, a little more interactive with each
Yeah.
other. And on top of that, I got to look at it as my girlfriend has a law degree, so she's one click above me in that. So it's like if we're long term, I'm not going to make a lot of money more than her. So
James, your thoughts?
I'm going to tell you here. I think what it is, and looking at this whole thing, I think women here are more masculine. They want a traditional lifestyle, but want to be modern women, and I think the guys are just tired of it. And
Okay.
I think that's the reason why going overseas, when you have women who are more traditional, it's better. They feel like it's better.
All right, he
Thank you. Oh my God. Bravo. He seems to be the only person on the panel on either side that understands. The one brother that's on the panel understands. And he literally described it the way I describe it all the time, fellas. I say this all the time. These women want to be modern. They still want to hold you to a traditional standard, but they want to share the traditional roles that they normally were responsible for. They want you to share those. They want to share those with you, but the stuff that men have traditionally done, they don't want to share any of those duties with them. I'm telling you, it's crazy, bro. Men are starting to wake up and see it, and they see it's a bad deal. And that's why Passport Bros is going to continue to grow, because women are not budging. They would rather be alone than budge. Okay, cool. Then be alone and buy a dog while you at it, so that way I can invest in this pet food and make me some money. Man, let's keep it moving.
He brought up a good point here, Deborah. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think men are becoming, or women rather, becoming too masculine?
I really think women are coming into their own.
Oh.
And of course, there's a continuum. When I was a young adult, women really did have to kind of put on the pantsuit and try to make that scarf look like a tie if you were going to compete in the C-suite or the, medical or legal professions, for sure. I think that all pendulums tend to come back towards the middle. There is a continuum, but I think the real issue is, how do you connect with that person?
Yeah.
And whether they're submissive, dominant, those things are a small piece of the puzzle. They're not the bigger piece of the puzzle about how do you connect.
When you say that connection, because it is a big thing, are we looking for things that we don't have in our life, and is that a good thing? Should we think that we already have it and this person complements that? Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying. I really think it's more, how do you learn to be emotionally responsive to another person? Kindness is critical. Giving the other the benefit of the doubt is critical. Right. Really getting to know that person is critical. And those are the things that I think are in short supply.
Yeah, well, we're in a society where we want everything right here and now.
Yeah, a very interesting conversation, man. But again, and I found that interesting that you let her get the last word too. Yeah, because the brother hit the nail on the head. That's the problem. That's the real problem. This woman tried to make it seem like it was just way more complex than that. No, we need to figure out how to connect with people, and well, women are obviously connecting enough, because women are still out here having sex. Like, women still out here getting their back blown out. Women still out here hooking up. Women still out here connecting. They just ain't getting relationships. They're just not getting marriages. That's all. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button, because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. By the time y'all see this video, I should be in the Philippines, man. Going live soon, all that, man. Appreciate the love, you guys, man. Please continue to support your boy. Cash App in the description as well. All that, man. Appreciate the love. Be safe out there, man. Safe travels. All right. Deuces.